Well, if there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, it is the city of rock and roll. And in the footsteps of rock legends of the past, another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns. On the Carolina sideline, here's a look at head coach Dave Canales. His guys looking at a little bit of a must-win already following an 0-2 start. On the opposite sideline, here's Browns head coach Todd Monken. His side also among the slow starters this season, so a great opportunity for one of these teams to earn that first win. I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Heward. Everybody just about set. And off we go from Cleveland. Jimmy Horn here on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. Getting the start for him, the former first overall pick out of Alabama. Now in his fourth season here in the NFL, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Young to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. Defender is there to finally make the stop, but not before the play goes for 27. And that gives Carolina the first.
1st down, Panthers.
And the rush is going to win this rep. They get to it. Quincy Williams. First sack here after they had 4 and that loss last week.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Putting a receiver in motion. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Brought down there after a gain of about 14 yards. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. You want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of. And stacking runs like that will sure help.
Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He can run it. And a good business decision there as he covers up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Pickett. Knocked away, that's incomplete. Opening drive has arrived at 4th down. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like an attacking the pass, not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away. That's a nice kick to begin his game, and make sure an impressive opening drive doesn't come away empty-handed.
Fields this one at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. Here come the Browns on offense, ready for their opening drive. At the helm for them, the former first-rounder back in that 2020 draft, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 17 carries, 112 yards and a touchdown. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Tagovailoa back to throw. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Concepcion, incomplete. Covered by J.C. Horn.
Back to throw, Tua. And he's not going to get away. Pressure takes him down at the 19. Jalen Phillips. And that forces 4th down and 16.
4th down.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Offense headed back out there now for the Panthers as we can look at their offensive coordinator, Brad Idzik. Year number 3 for Idzik as the OC here, as you and I both remember, originally broke into the NFL with the Seahawks back in 2019. On play action now, Pickett. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. We'll try something else from the 27 this time, 2nd and 10.
Schlesinger on the coverage.
Hand off out of the pistol. Here's Hubbard. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
When you look up run blitz by a linebacker,
yeah,
that is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. To the air on 3rd and long. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Oh, it's nearly intercepted. Either way, he was breaking up that throw, Brock. He wanted the pick, but can't hang on. It hits the ground, so that's going to bring up 4th down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. He's got this at the 27. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Drive starts with Judkins. This is going to be good for a new set of downs. In the end, about 16 yards on that play.
It takes a lot of things going the wrong way for your team to lose when you got a 100-yard rusher. But unfortunately, that was the story a week ago, and he's trying to rewrite that script.
Drawing up the design keeper. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Look is there, but so is a defender. That hit forces the drop. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Trevin Wallace there defensively.
Here's Tua. Short pass brought in. And this is going to wind up a gain of about 8 before he's taken down. Still well short of the 1st.
To number 3.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense headed out now. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Pickett. Finds his fullback. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. The game limited to a couple.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
McMillan coming in motion right. On second down, Pickett. And he will not turn this into a positive. They take him down. Davion Clowney. His first of this season after he had 8 just a year ago. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Now here's Pickett. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing 4th down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Tagovailoa now on second. Here comes the pressure, and they take him down. Got him at the 31. Jalen Phillips. And that is already his 2nd of this game. Panthers bringing out a 5th defensive back on 3rd. Tua setting up to throw. Completes. This is Fannin. And there's the stop finally, but what a call in that moment, Brock. They convert on 3rd and 14. Markers are reset. Here we go. Going with the 44.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard
Tua
line.
off the play fake. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Tagovailoa now. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he will not get back to the line, so he goes out of bounds, loses about a yard. It's 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Tua looking to throw. That's complete to Tillman outright. And this is not going to be enough to avoid the 4th down. Brock stopped after a gain of 9 on that completion.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Xavier Legette. Showing a little burst so far. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive. The Panthers set to take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Pickett to throw. And he will not find the connection on the other end there. Incompletion sets up 2nd down.
Davion Sanders, incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Pickett set to pass. And they will take him down. They've got him back to the 41. Jared Verse. And that play brings up 3rd and 14.
And
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
Complete to Mims. And as they bring him down, a lot of yards, nicely done, but still short of the markers. It is 4th down. Sam Martin on again now to punt it away. And he'll try to get this one well.
For Carolina.
And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. He'll throw from his end zone. And this is going to be lost on the hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the pistol, here's Junkins. And boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that 1st down. Nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if his ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. We have an injured player down there. Looks like it's a member of the Panthers in some discomfort. They've got 1st down here from the 36. It's Judkins on the counter. And that's good for a gain of 5. Trayvon Merritt there for the stop. 1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Another one for Judkins. Down the sideline to the 45. And he has it almost to the red zone, down at the 21-yard line. We haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Judkins the back on 1st down. Now up to a handful of carries just on this series. Now a give to Sanders coming left. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now 2 at a throw. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
On the coverage defensively.
Throw here. 3rd down. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. He's got a 4th down decision to make. Out comes the kick team to attempt this field goal. He hit his 1st one. His 2nd one's coming from inside of 40.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. No better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
The Gets with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Going wide receiver run to start this series. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Panther first down.
Here's a give to Hubbard. And they've got a first down. Give him a gain of 13 on that previous play.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Counter play, Hubbard. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Pickett.
At the 49-yard line.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Grant Delpit on the coverage.
Here's Pickett. He's going to run for it. And they get him down after a gain of 10. But great effort on his part. Pays off with the first down.
You know, before the snap, you know, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion will.
And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up 3rd down. And not much scoring to this point since we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. To throw, Pickett. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, small. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, Judkins. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
31-yard line.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Now Tagovailoa to throw. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Good work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around 4th down. They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. Starts his return from the 23. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
25-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. It's James Conner. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
It's a gain of 7.
2nd down throw coming from Pickett.
And 3 at the 32-yard
He tucks it
line.
and takes off. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. So fresh set of downs now.
And the Panther 1st down.
Pickett will look to throw. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Just before half. 39 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He can't pull this one in. That's incomplete. 2nd time he hasn't been able to bring in a catchable ball. Keep an eye on that. It's 2nd down. Now Pickett. Looking for something, but the defense makes the play first, dropping him at the 27. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Pickett. Taking a shot deep here. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Fitzgerald sends this through, and they've taken back the lead.
Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates who worked so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Tagovailoa back to throw. Into the hands of Tillman, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. One last play before the break. 2nd down, here's Tua. And give him the 1st down, Brock. Great results. That snap goes for 17. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Our trip around the league starts now. In the Motor City, the Lions at home to take on the New York Jets. And it's a man who got a contract extension in the offseason, Breece Hall. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. 44 yards, and you can rack it up. It's a touchdown. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags hosting the New England Patriots. And this is the runner-up for MVP from a season ago, Drake May. He connects, 10-yard touchdown pass. The Pats lead it by a touchdown at the half. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. All right, so we'll get this up to about the 30 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
To throw, Tunga Vailoa. It is, he's letting that one go, and it's going to fall harmlessly to the ground as a result, Brock. That's incomplete. So, defense firing as we expected to begin this second half. It is second down.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
3rd and long for him here. The throw right side, caught by Fannin. And this is going to go for a gain of about 9. Not bad in most spots, but here, he's short of what they needed. It's 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Offense headed back out there now for the Panthers as we can look at their offensive coordinator, Brad Idzik. His group's got the lead, Brock. They'd certainly love to extend it here. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Play action now. Young. Pressure gets there. The defense gets home. He's drawn to the 14. Bruce has another one. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Got to figure out this 3rd down here.
And it's 3rd down.
Now here's Pickett. Boy, this offense staying on skates. It's another loss here. That's Collins who got him again. And that's going to leave this offense facing a 4th and forever 22.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Punt taken near midfield. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Believe it or not, a big loss on that completed pass. So here comes 2nd and long. Tua setting up to throw. Looks like a pick, but he just can't hang on. So it's an incomplete pass on 2nd down. And they're happy to have that compared to the alternative.
Covered by J.C. Horn.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt.
Formation for the Browns.
He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And through 2 quarters, Brock, it has been the defenses directing the pace of this game. Both offenses, got the same message during halftime. Switch things up, guys. Switch it up.
Yeah, that's not a pleasant message. It's such a dichotomy sometimes in that locker room at halftime, especially when one side of the ball is doing their job and you're not. These offenses got to get it going.
1st down run gets them 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. And bring the tight end left. On 2nd down, a run with Connor. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. And it's Carson Swessinger who got over there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Browns back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. Here's Judkins on 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Another game to Judkins. He's out in the clear. And they're going to have the 1st down. Nice chunky yards there. Give him about 17 of them. Just some great blocking on that play, Brock. Those extra bodies near the line sure helped him get the space that he needed to get that chunky yards.
We hear it almost each and every week from offenses that really love their 12 personnel. Defenses trying to stop it, know how difficult it can be. Job well done by everybody there.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Sticking with Judkins here. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
On 2nd down, Tua. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Panthers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
That's all it's going to take, Kate, right there. Get that first pick early in the season. Get that ball rolling. Kind of like a great shooter in hoops. They see that ball go through the net, they're going to take more shots. This guy sees the ball in his hands, and he's a difference maker.
Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Carson Schlesinger on the coverage.
He's not going to get away from this. They're all over him. They drop him at the 33. That's Collins who got him again. And that is a couple for him today.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Browns rolling out 6 DBs. Third down. Dropping back to throw. Here's a screen. It's Connor. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short. So expect a punt coming up here on 4th down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And you want to see your back in triple digits every game if you can. He's gotten there in this one. He's been seeing the field very well as a runner. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive starts with Judkins. There's the tackle, but the damage already done. Give him about 23 on that play. And it gives the Browns a 1st down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Handoff now to Judkins. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
The tackle by Zachy Wheatley. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing now, Tunga Vailoa. That's complete to Tillman outright. And he's going to have them a 1st down. It was close for a moment when he caught it, but he knew what he needed to do after he did so.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Browns 1st down.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. So 1st down from the 41. Handoff headed left. It's Judkins. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now. Well, this defensive battle just continues, Brock. They have set the tempo, been the dominant factions in this game, and that's only growing with every incompletion.
Kate, the results have been the same, but these are a couple different game plans, right? By these 2 different defenses, but both of them smothering and suffocating.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. Running it after the penalty. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
Throwing on second down, it's Tagovailoa. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good game, but the tackle limits it to 9.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. And that's going to fall incomplete on the look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Here's Horn on the return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Throwing on second, here's Pickett. Brought in right side by McMillan. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Complete to Tagovailoa McMillan.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Pickett set to pass. And the hit is going to break up the catch. Incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby, Brock, who actually could have broken that one up. That's going to bring up 4th down. Carolina in punt formation. And this is going to put them up to 6 punts today. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Browns getting their offense out there. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another one for Judkins. Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the 1st.
Yak, yak, yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
1st down from the 42. Give, here's Judkins. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Tua. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Scott on the coverage.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Short pass brought in. Look at this effort, just enough driving forward, gets them the 1st.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
A give left side, Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play you just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
And give him the 1st down, Brock. Great results. That sack goes for 17.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Now Tagovailoa to throw. Catch made left side by Judy. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly. Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on second down. Back to throw, Tua. No place to go here, and they plant him back at the 37. Von Merrick. And that sets up an extremely difficult 3rd now and 17.
Third down.
Tua looking to throw. Pass rush is there in time once again. They down him on the last snap, Brock. Forced the incompletion this time. And those plays have brought up 4th down. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. From the left hash, 54 yards out. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Legets with a return here. Things going well so far. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
That is exactly the return that offense was hoping for. He put a lot of guys on his back to break that one big. Now he gives this offense a short field when they needed it the most.
The Carolina offense headed out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Here he is to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Carolina.
Back to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down.
Ronnie Hickman there defensively.
Setting up to pass. Look is there, but so is a defender. That hit forces the drop. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
As quarterback in these situations, you know you don't have much margin and you don't have much time. So that means every once in a while you're going to make some throws, put your guys in harm's way that you otherwise would not. You can apologize after.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Yeah, you can tell he is pretty tired of taking hits in this one, so rather than endure another one, he just throws that one away.
Captain Obvious will tell you, yep, they got to do a whole lot better job of protecting, because if you don't protect the quarterback in this level, in this league, yeah, you won't produce.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. Pitching it out to Connor here. He's dropped a big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Multiple ways to attack. Here's 2nd and long. Here's Pickett. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be stopped before the marker, but nice job. 9 yards on that catch and run, Brock. It's 3rd and short.
A 9-yard gain.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
They're officially left now, clinging to one final lifeline. And for me, you know the situation. Players, not plays. Get your best player the ball on the most critical down of the game.
23-yard attempt.
Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, he delivers.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Now two to throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26.
It's second down and 10.
Judkins running between the tackles. This is a nice gain. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36. And the whistles go off, so we got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game.
Brings up third and 1.
Now 9 seconds remaining here in regulation. Looking to throw it. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Would be our final play here, or a turnover would stop the clock. To throw. And this one is launched downfield. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully, and now they turn it over on downs. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those two series, it is next score wins. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Escapes a defender. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Panthers set to take the field. And they fought hard not just against their opponents out on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents here in these stands. Now a chance to be the first ones to answer the bell and take the early lead here in overtime. First throw of overtime. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on second down. To throw is Pickett. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got about 8 yards as he's taken to the ground. And that is going to give the Panthers a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. First down carry for Connor. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9.
Careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Second down throw coming from Pickett. And this one's going to be forced down by the hit. Incomplete. They've been going his way all game, Brock. Defense is paying attention. Someone there to bring up third down.
It's third down and 9 yards to go.
throw. Pickett. Here's a screen for Achane. And from the moment that was thrown, he never had a chance. Stopped after just a yard, and it was 4th down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of the sticks.
And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. Back out now comes the Browns offense. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complementary football in the football dictionary. This might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, and the other side gets a chance to go win it.
Pass taken in by the rookie out of Cincinnati. Stop finally made after they give him 16 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Cleveland.
It's a gain of 16
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
New set of downs from 37. To the ground they go with Judkins. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. If they can do something here, ready to operate on 2nd down. He's under pressure, and he's not going to get away. They take him down at the 30. Jalen Phillips. That is his 3rd sack of this game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Tua setting up to throw. Oh, big interception here. Lathan Ransom has it. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. So the turnover, Brock, is in turn turned over after pass interference on that play. They'll run here following the penalty. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Judkins out the middle. Past midfield at the 45. Past the 25. And he's going to win this game, Brock. That's a touchdown. Now, these are the moments you dream about as a football player, right, Brock? Coming down to it in overtime, a chance to play hero, and he stepped up and carried that ball across the line to end it.
We all feel it. I mean, we feel all the way up here in the. It's a whole new game when you get to overtime. The urgency at an all-time high, and so cool for them to run it across that line. And the whole team gets to celebrate the right call at the right time and the defining moment.
So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA.